Hello, hello. Hey, how everybody's doing today?
Oh, we're doing good.
Doing good.
For those listening for the first time, this is the MiFi Creator Cast. I am Dave Benoit, the creative director here at GR-MiFi, and this is our Creator Cast podcast. The purpose of this podcast is to interview new creators coming into the space, just to get to know them, learn their goals and aspirations, and hopefully, you can check back in with them in a year and see where they're at. So we have two new people. One person that's kind of honestly GR-MiFi OG vet. We have Tiffany fan in the building. Say what up, Tiffany.
What up, Tiffany?
And then we also have a new person, a friend of mine, a very amazing, funny person. Can you introduce yourself, Joel?
Joel Quinones, voice actor, just trying to make it. Really, I mean that's really a big thing. I would just love to be doing something in cartoons.
Yeah,
that is my.
That's the ultimate goal.
That is my making it.
That is the ultimate goal.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel that, man. I think we're all like. I'm a Cartoon Network kid at heart, so I don't know what you are.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like we're roughly around the same age, bro. I feel like Family Guy and cartoons like that were like our upbringing whenever cartoons were a thing. I mean, obviously we have like the Walt Disney classic Lion King movies and stuff. But like as far as like TV goes, when in our youth, so to speak, I feel like we came up around the same time, man.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're all like, I think you're a little bit older than me, so I'm 28 years old. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 34.
34. And then Tiffany, how old are you again? You like in 32?
36.
36. Girl, you keep every time you say your age, I'm at disbelief.
Bro, I always forget too, man. Like, I feel like I'm like, am I 28? But like, bro, like I always I assume that people that I kick it with are my same age, but normally it's like people that are just slightly younger, and I just think like, man,
yeah,
I'm really 34.
I know.
I mean, but like, do we really ever feel our age?
No.
Like, how old do you really feel?
I mean, I feel like I'm still probably like 25.
Yeah.
25 is around where I mentally think I'm at until I start like moving and trying to do 25-year-old shit. Then I'm like, whoa, I'm not 25 anymore, bro.
You're like, I got like 45-year-old knees.
Yeah, bro. Back, knees, shoulders, everything, man. You can name it.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, like literally this morning, I like woke up and I sneezed. And my shoulder just was hurting for 20 minutes.
Bro. Like, why does the body give up during this time? Like, this is when the body's like, all right, we should be good.
We're not even at the halfway point. That's the crazy
true.
part.
I mean, you know what is crazy is that we kind of are though, because back in
in the
day,
back in the day, you're right.
Back in the day, you'd be lucky to get to like 30. Like 30 is like, buddy, you really need to be kicking the bucket,
right?
And now like 30 is.
I mean,
like,
modern medicine,
right?
Food, yeah.
So what if this is just genetically our bodies being like, buddy, you really should be kicking it right now. Like this is when you should be slowing it down, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, what like the average black person probably makes it 60 something, right?
I would think more than that.
I don't know.
Older than that, bro.
We got like what's the word? Like high blood pressure and other shit going on, but
still,
are you doing some Googles for us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tiffany's doing some Googles for us. So while Tiffany doing the Googles on the average life expectancy for black people, we're going off a great start right now.
Yeah. Oh man, just phenomenal.
But Joel, first of all, thank you for coming in today,
bro. Thank you for having me, man. This is so dope.
So for people who may not know, here at GR-MiFi, we're an incubator, a media incubator. It started with film, but it has to do with all types of media. So we want all different types of creatives to come in, whether they have been doing it for years or they're just starting their journey within the same week. We wanted to provide a space for people to grow, have creative and professional goals, and start to make that. We wanted to have a space that's comfortable, that allows people to make mistakes, but also have accountability. So every Monday we have our video and production club. Monday is kind of becoming club days in general because we're doing multiple things besides multiple video and production.
Right.
We're doing script writing. There's also like a performance club, like people who are doing music, voice acting, anything that has to kind of do with performance. That is something that's also going to be starting here. And so I mainly run like our video production club. And we're also gonna have like art and animation and all that other stuff too. But we're currently looking for people to help run like our like performance art club as well. And so like if that's something that you might be interested in, that's something that that could be on the table. As we grow as a nonprofit, we're getting more funding. So like these are things that we want people to get paid for their time. Because essentially you are going to be in charge of a community that's building, and we expect. Right. You know, like I take my job very seriously, so I make sure that I'm checking in with people and making sure that they're meeting their goals and making sure that they feel like they're growing, and I make sure that they're comfortable. So, you know, this is probably like your second or third time in the space.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the space in general,
bro? The space is so dope. It's so like you feel like you want to do something creative, like you want to be like. How can I use that area? How can I use that? Like you just want to use the space, bro. It's a really good atmosphere in here. And I wonder, I mean, I don't know if that's just because I know you and I know like, you know, that you're such a great creator, but
thank you.
Yeah, bro. Just like, I feel like the first time I came here, especially seeing that room back there, bro, that room with that big ass screen back there, dude. Like that was
Tony Stark monitor.
Man, yeah, bro. Like this is where the editing goes down. Like I thought I can edit in my little 2 screens at home, bro. Like that thing that's a monster back there.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like, so I'm glad that Tiff's here. How would you like kind of like run Joel down your experience with MiFi so far, like the beginnings, you know, like your favorite moments of you being here, like how you've grown as a creative. How do you feel like this place has affected you?
Oh man, this place has been great. It has brought out a lot of creativity that I didn't know I even had. Being around, I call him Iron Man because he just knows. He just knows. I'm telling you, does everything. It's just like it's mind blowing to be around Dave. So just being around atmosphere with creatives it just brings out something different in you. It makes you want to create more. The connections I've made, I've built a lot of connections. Like before I came here, like I was just doing photography by myself. And I didn't have any relationship with videographers, other photographers, or people that wanted to get in the media or you want to do voiceovers. So just being able to network and meet different creatives that's in the city, to bond with each other. It's kind of weird. It's like a tight family. Like Dave, like you said, you're always checking in on you. So this place has meant a lot to me. It's helped me grow in a lot of different ways. I don't know. It's just amazing. I love it here.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel that the times that I've been in this space, it wasn't even for like a creative thing, bro. Like we weren't even really like doing anything, and you still feel that sense of like this is the creative space. This is where you go to like get that creative spark.
That's good, man. I'm glad that. You know, you were able to feel all those things, and even when we're just in here playing video games,
bro, like even in here, it was dope, man. I really wanted to use the space, use the equipment at hand, bro. So much came to mind.
Yeah, it's so like I would say like, you know, first of all, before I guess get into the deep questions. Mm-hmm. So I've known you for a while, and I've always known you as a person who's been actively trying to be a voice actor. Yeah. Like explain to me how long you've been doing that. What kind of work have you done already? What kind of aspirations you want to make for like this year in a sense.
Okay. So voiceover really started, I would say, like 2012, like actually doing it and like trying to be like, let me work on this thing. Let me see if there are any techniques. I was doing like voices and impressions and all that stuff like all through high school. And did like the high school news and all that stuff. So I was already like kind of in media, but at that time in like 2008, that wasn't really like, that was just the start of YouTube. Like the very, very start of YouTube.
Precipice,
and stuff.
really.
So like I was never really thinking of being a content creator or being like a voice actor. I didn't really think that that was a thing that I could do until I moved away from my parents, really, until I was like away from that confines and really was able to find what it is that I wanted to do. I realized that like I didn't want to just go to school, go to college, have a job, and like that was it.
Right.
So like I was like, all right, let me build this hobby that I guess can actually make me some money. So that's when it started. I started to kind of like try to improve the skills, spend the money on stuff. And then once I landed, my first paid gig was like a Ford like infomercial.
That's
like,
pretty cool.
I mean, bro,
that's pretty amazing.
What's crazy, bro, is that I recorded this. This was on an iPhone color. An iPhone color on voice memo in a sock on top of another sock on my desk, bro. That's how I recorded it. And I sent that off to somebody, and I was like, there's no way that I'm going to get paid for this. Bro, we did like 3 jobs after that.
And you recorded like, each of those in that sock. I recorded
each of those in that sock, and I sent it off to, I believe, what I believe is an audio engineer.
Yeah.
Who assumed that I had a full studio at my disposal.
Right.
I recorded these things and then sent it off, and then I was like, dude, I could really do this.
You know, and it's amazing to hear your beginnings, because I mean I know you have a somewhat of a full studio. It's not. Oh, you don't have it anymore,
bro. Things have taken such a.
I know you're
such a nosedive.
A father of like 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Father of 2, and that was the beginning of the nosedive. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
But it was the doing that. So I feel like that was the beginning, and then I went on to get a bunch of other stuff that was like all like internal stuff, and I was like, this is all really cut and dry.
Yeah,
it's all the stuff I get would be like, I'm gonna read from this thing and sound super. It was never like acting. It was never really doing anything.
Super
like
corporate.
That. Until one time, I did end up getting something that was like teaching Japanese kids how to speak English. This app called This app called RunFox was like, here's a bunch of characters, make up a bunch of voices. Here's all the scripts.
Oh, so you had like creative freedom?
Crazy, bro. I went insane. I think I had like 20 different characters on this app.
Wow.
All of them with different voices, different accents, different.
Oh man, I would love to cut,
bro,
and like put little like audio clips of your.
I wish, but I can't. Like, I found the app, and I was like, cool, download. Everything is in Japanese,
so
bro.
you can't really navigate.
I don't know how to navigate this. Like, I don't know how to read Japanese.
That's interesting. So like, I'm curious. So, doing the Ford thing, doing corporate type of like maybe training videos or whatever, and then leading it up to this, Japanese language app. Like, what was the pay ranges, and like how were you able to like progress? Like, how did you?
The pay range for the Ford stuff, and like, so there was a Ford thing, there was a Target thing, Spotify before Spotify was Spotify, and I think something from Meyer, small things that those were like, those actually paid really well. I think ranging from like $400 to $600, like per pop. So it was like two sessions, so $1,200.
Okay.
So I mean, it was really good, and then like the agency fee would get taken out.
Right, of course.
But the Japanese one was found through myself. Like I found it online.
So you didn't even have to go through an agency. That money was yours.
No, that one was all me. It was all like directly to my account, and it was $1 per word.
Interesting. That adds up really quickly, though.
Yeah, you would like some of the scripts. I was like, dang, this is like a $400 pop, sweet. And then it would be like 2 or 3 words, and like here's $3. So it was really feast or famine with those. But
yeah,
it was.
It's interesting.
I didn't even care about the pay for those.
Right.
For those, I was just like send me stuff.
Right, and then you also you had fun. You could,
dude. It was the most fun that I've had. If I could keep that job going, I totally would have done it.
That's amazing, man. That's so fascinating. So
I keep going away from the mic like it's my mic, because my mic picks up so much stuff. I need to back up.
Yeah, so like I got like active voice canceling.
I was gonna say I hear that.
Yeah, so like if you're not like next to it, it's just like okay,
right. It's just gonna cut me off.
Yeah.
That's
so,
right.
But we got it. It's good. But anyway, so man, it's so interesting because so we have somebody who's also kind of like been new to MiFi in the last like I would say like 4 or 5 months, maybe even 6 at this point. His name's Kuzari. You're gonna meet him later today. He's currently working, but he's also trying to get into the voice acting space.
Oh, bet.
And so I was excited for you to be here today and for you guys to meet, just for you to share your journey. And I know you've done some things. I think you even did a video game at one point, or you were auditioning for a video game.
I was going to. I still don't know what happened to this game. This dude was going to do a game called Ion Nye.
Yep, I remember and
he was casting people left and right, like people that I knew. I would hit people up like, "Hey, bro, you got casted for this? Like, when is this going to happen? Has he sent you anything?" And I guess like he just got tied up doing a bunch of other projects because I mean the dude's animation skills and his like 3D. Like
models,
he is super legit.
I remember seeing you like posting some stuff.
Yeah, like his ability to like animate and draw and do it all, like it's pretty good. So I would see him getting sidetracked because I don't know if that was his own personal
like side passion love project. Yeah,
and then he just got tied up with other stuff. But yeah.
You ever thought about like reaching out to him and see what happened?
I have a while ago, and I feel like that's kind of where he left it. Was just like, yeah, I just feel like I got pulled away. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not.
Right,
blah, 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 but
right. I mean that happens, man. I mean that's just like when you have a creative career, it's like okay, I'm gonna do these jobs, as you can know, like I'm gonna do these jobs to pay the bills, but your personal projects usually end up going on by the wayside. Okay, man, it's
and that, bro, that's pretty much what happened with voiceover as far as like just work.
Yeah,
fully work and the girls and just living life, keeping a home.
You got 2 girls? I thought you had 1 boy.
No, 2 girls.
2 girls. So you're a girl's dad.
Oh yeah, all the way, bro. 100%. Like. Doing that, bro, just made it to where I felt like I didn't have a creative bone in my body. Oh. Like I just felt like I didn't have the energy to even go downstairs.
Makes sense.
I felt like for the longest time, even still, bro, like I recently got into the booth again.
That's good.
Recently,
that's awesome to hear.
Last week, bro, is when I first got into the booth, started working on a piece and stuff like that. But it was like for so long I thought like I'm just not creative anymore, bro. Like I'm just not.
And do you feel like?
But being here now, like I'm just like, you know what? The tides have turned.
Oh, the wheels are turning. The wheels. That's good. That's what I want, man. I want this place to come and inspire people to kind of do stuff. And I know personally, for me, it's hard to be creative at home. It's really tough to really like.
Unless you have a space purely dedicated for it,
right?
It is very hard to do it. But then it's the time to like devote to that craft. If you feel like, all right, I got 45 minutes now, let's go be creative.
Right.
It's like, for me, I can't just like force that creativity in this window.
45 minutes. And then also too, like, I feel like we all can attest to this. When you're trying to be creative, like you need to fuck around for about an hour and a half.
Yes, bro, that's so true.
Before you might need to smoke a little bit. You might do something just to kind of get your juices going.
You loose, get you going.
Right. And then you start to, but I think that's the thing too. When you're surrounded by people, it helps lubricate that creative engine
Absolutely,
a little
bro.
bit more. I just remember the very first time that I met you through Trey,
Yeah.
and like us just like I was so confused because going into your house for the first time,
Yeah.
and then going to your studio, and there's like the fact that I was like, how is there a studio down here?
Yeah, brother.
I don't know how you made it work.
That was most people's reaction.
But
bro. Yeah.
but the thing was, you made it comfortable. It was actually comfortable and nice
Thank you, bro. That makes me feel
in a very weird way, because I was like, like you go to someone's basement, Michigan basements, right?
Yeah.
And this is a Michigan basement
To the fullest.
to the
Yeah.
fullest extent of a Michigan basement.
And like I swear, like I kid you not, like when you go to the basement, it's dark, and then it's like you see like the
There's laundry, there's clothes, there's a bunch of shit all
and then
over the
he
place.
has this like very thin entryway. Like he opens this like plywood door or whatever, and then like you kind of come in, and there's like a whole studio, and it's like he has lights up in there, and there's like mirrors. And like I have like pictures of it still, and I still look to. I was like, it was actually kind of nice in there,
Bro, it was dope. I really enjoyed that room. It is now butchered. Like it's
So
done.
what is it?
We had to do basement work. And they had to like come in and like drill all around our basement. So they had to cut like through my studio and shit, basically.
Yeah.
So like everything had to get gutted. Everything that was in there, the table that was in there, everything. So the studio is now just the booth.
Just the booth.
You know how it used to be like
Yeah.
the studio area and then the booth? It's now just the booth. My computer's in there. My
Yeah.
screen's in there.
Yeah.
And the other side is just where I cut my hair now.
Okay. One
That's
of the
where we're at. I had to downsize, man.
I mean, I get it. Life happens. But I was always impressed. It was like, I don't know. It was just something about like making something out of nothing.
Yes.
There was something. It was so impressed. I
Thank
was
you,
so
bro.
impressed by your space. It was comfortable.
Your space. I can say the same thing, bro. Every time I came to the house, I was like, fuck, this room is so dope.
Oh yeah.
Like, how do you not get shit done in here?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Bro,
when I did have my apartment, I did love, like, I was very particular
yeah, bro.
in my
When
space.
you had, man, that shit was stupid.
I appreciate it. I totally forgot it. R.I.P. I had the pad. We had a true little bachelor pad up in there. Wait, so I'm trying to remember. Did you? Because I don't know. Like, I've been to like 3 different apartments since I've known you.
The last one was, what was it? Like right down, like if you just keep going straight up,
To Michigan, right?
Michigan, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you've been there. So okay. But then, did you see the original like townhouse place that we had? I don't know if you saw that place.
Probably, I kind of feel like I might.
It was like a pretty big place. It had like a fireplace. It had like an island kitchen.
Probably not.
No, because that was like the earlier years. I don't know if I knew I knew at that time.
No, that does not sound familiar. Hold
Yeah.
on, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it was great. It was like my earlier years when I was like I just got hired in at GM, and I just had too much money to like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
to deal with.
GM will do that to you.
Yeah. But yeah, trying to getting things back on track, man. So you're here with GR-MiFi. We've been talking about get you in this space for a long time.
Yes, man, absolutely.
Obviously it sounds like, you want to do some more voice acting. What are, like, I know we kind of talked about maybe even doing skits. I know, like, we've done like acting things in the past.
Yeah. We did a little audition there.
Yeah, that was really fun, man.
That was fun.
And
We got that done
like, super quick.
super fast.
Super quick. So like one of the things that actually Tiffany had brought up, Jasmine told me about, that you wanted to come in here and just start messing with lights and setting up scenes and stuff like that on Mondays. And you were having a hard time coming on Mondays. Like, is your time opening up for that now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Was it like just like a work commitment thing, or like?
No, it was just this first quarter of the year was just getting my life in order.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
But I'm on a good track, so I'm back, baby.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, I like that.
Let's
I like
go.
that. It's timing's everything.
Yeah.
So like I'm glad. So if, like I said, if you were able to come here on Mondays, like Tiffany is gonna be wanting to be experimenting. She wants to film.
absolutely.
And so like we've talked about I mean, we always like goofing off around here, and like, so I think it'd just be fun to utilize a space to just start doing skits.
Absolutely.
And doing like
wholeheartedly
random
agree.
stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
And so like, I gotta show Tiffany that video that we made.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think I still have it.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I feel sure I have it.
Yeah, dude. I talked to Stephanie and I told her like Mondays are gonna be like my day to do stuff. You're gonna have the girls.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be your day. If you want a day, pick your day. But Mondays,
Compromise.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game.
Okay, man. Well, hey,
So,
man.
yeah, dude, I want to do.
I'm so
anything.
happy to have you here, man. Like,
Bro, me too. I'm happy to be here.
what are okay? So usually one of the first things that we usually ask people, like, if you were to have a 3-month goal and a 6-month goal, what would those be?
I think that my 3-month goal would be to sharpen to have a trajectory as to what I can do voiceover wise with my time.
Okay.
I would want to have a goal there. But as far as like, I don't know if this can technically be a 3-month goal. I don't know. I want to be able to act and hit marks and do those things and act in front of people better.
Okay.
Like I want to be able to do that, and I want to get feedback from people as I'm acting. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I just
Makes
want
sense.
to. I want to act and do those things and just work on that. Just to be like, can I actually act, or is my path purely voice acting? Because obviously they're two different things. Like
Right.
film acting and then
Voice acting. Yeah.
I want to know where I need to be putting my energy to, because I feel like I'm already a pretty good enough voice actor to be like, all right, I can navigate this space, but I want to get into acting, film acting, but it's just like, can I do that? Does my body look right on camera?
Right.
Basically, like
Right.
that type of shit. So it's like, that's something like I want to find that out.
Okay.
That is something that I want to know. And if I can do it, I want to get better at it.
I think we can achieve that in 3 months. If within 3 months, if we make a concerted effort to film like scenes, right? Whether it's scenes from our favorite movies or scenes that we create ourselves,
Right.
that's something that we can put to test, put it on camera.
Yeah.
Have people who are interested in doing those scenes with you. And that's something that will be a fun activity to do here on a regular basis.
Absolutely.
And I think we can figure that out in 3 months.
I have one in mind.
I have one too.
Okay. Very good.
Been practicing every morning.
Yes, let's get it.
Let's go. Okay, wait. So, okay, I like that. So, 6 months.
6 months, I want to have achieved what I set out to do in those 3 months, to know what direction I want to go, and try to drum up like actual work. As far as like, if it's voiceover work, I want to find a way to audition for as many things as I can. If it's something that's acting, I want to 6-month goal. I want to, if it's acting, acting and filming, I want to put this Spider-Man idea that I've been molding around in my head. I want to try to put that on a board at the very least.
I like that. No, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Just
like
board it up.
board it up.
Let's just see what it looks like.
Right. Let's like
And
make
then
a storyboard or something.
Right. See what's feasible. See what's feasible within this space. Do we need to go downtown somewhere? Like,
Right.
how can we really like shoot this? Because I think it would be so fucking dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I would say that is 6 month.
I love that. Okay. Shoot. All right. Well, let's see where our minute mark is. So we're about 30 minutes. So, thank you so much, Joel,
Bro, thank you.
for coming down here. Talking about your experience, being vulnerable, setting goals and aspirations. Thank you, Tiffany, for coming in.
Yes, thank you, Tiffany.
I got a question too.
Yeah, go ahead, ask some questions.
So, when did you know you like to do voiceovers? Like, do you do like impersonations of other people too?
Yeah, so I figured out I like to do voiceovers when Stewie when Stewie was a thing. Whenever Stewie from Family Guy was a thing, and I could do it, just like messing with my friends, like, dude, you sound exactly like
Can
him.
we get a sample?
I need a sample.
Of course. So talking like Stuart Gilligan Griffin was the original voice here was Stewie's, and I must say it really catapulted an entire career, just right off the bat.
So once I realized I could do that and like do it on cue, that's when I was like, all right, I feel like I have something here. I have something that I can do here.
Is that your favorite one to do?
I would say that's my favorite.
What else do you got in the tank? If you give us one more other sample.
All right, so lately I've been messing around with sort of a Scottish accent here, just because I heard it the other day and I was like, listen, that person's voice sounds absolutely lovely. And I thought to myself, I really got to try that one out. So that's one.
You are amazing. That is amazing.
Thank you. That's like just doing those things. I just realized I had it quick. It was something that I could just really pair it.
Yeah.
So once I did that, I was like, all right, I just got to sharpen this up.
So when you get into arguments, do you just bring out a whole different voice,
Usually, like I've realized that I'm much sharper. My wit is sharper.
Yeah.
If I'm talking in a British accent, once I become British, it suddenly turns into someone that's much more powerful, much more moving, and they've got to. It's like you've got to listen to me no matter what.
Yeah.
So I feel as though I've got the upper hand in every conversation, and I just love it.
This is insane.
It's so good, right?
I feel like that's the one that I usually always go to. I like to hit people with Southern accent because I came from Oklahoma. I lived in Oklahoma before this.
Yep, I remember that.
So I'd be, I'd hit people with a couple Southern accents sometimes, and they'd look at me crazy, obviously, because I'm brown. So they was like, buddy, that ain't your voice. I need you to stop doing that. So I was like, fuck, all right. I can't.
You have any Baltimore in you?
Baltimore. I don't think I've seen. I think if I see enough TV from Baltimore, the accent or something will get there. But I just haven't seen any.
I honestly didn't even know Baltimore voice was a thing.
Really?
They started popping up on my TikTok lately, and it's like
Baltimore accent is wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
I didn't know there was an accent there. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and we might have to just have a segment where we just have you watch videos for like 5 minutes and see if you can
dude, that'd be fun. That would be a really good challenge.
Yeah, that would be a great challenge.
That would be dope.
Ah, man, Tiffany, you got any other questions? That was some great questions.
I have questions for Tiffany. What do you do? What you photographer? Okay.
Yeah.
So do you do like people or places or everything or?
Yeah, I'm a little bit everywhere.
Okay.
I do mostly people. I do portraits and event photography. Really getting into the event space. I love the event space.
Yeah.
Just because I love getting the candid shots. I love just getting people in their natural motion versus posing.
I hate posing.
I know.
I truly despise posing.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I understand people who are good at it. Like I understand it. It's a really.
I don't know
it's a
how
skill.
people are good at it, bro.
But
it really is a skill.
It's a really skill, but at the same time, yeah, I hate posing.
I'm not good.
And you think I'm a dancer? You think I would know how to pose?
Right, you would think you'd be really good at posing, bro.
No.
Man.
I don't know what to do with my body.
Yeah, bro, I can't. I feel like it's my hands. My hands, I just feel like I'm stiff.
Right.
Like somebody moved my arm right here, so I'm a fucking mannequin. It's hard, man.
But I feel like you're a handsome dude. You don't have to try that much.
Bro, see, that's the problem is that I look at something and I'm like, man, I looked pretty good there, but the second I move my face this way, I look like a fucking weirdo. Like it's just like my face goes from handsome to really weird quick.
Yeah.
And it's not okay for film, bro. That's why that's why I try not to get in front of the camera so much
often.
As far as like voices and acting and shit like that. Like, no.
That's funny. I think it's a mental barrier, but
do you have family members that do voiceovers as well, or
no? I'm kind of the black sheep of the family as far as that goes. Yeah, my brother doesn't have a creative bone in his body. Neither of them do. No.
Do your girls try it at all?
They do. My youngest, she's not talking quite yet. She's only 2, but my 4-year-old will break out into, I don't even know what accent it is. It sounds like Persian or something. I don't know where she even heard it, but she'll randomly break out into that accent from time to time, and I'm just like, what are you doing? But I use it with them all the time. I'm constantly hitting them with different accents, and she's like, why are you talking like that?
Just stop that. That's weird.
She hates when I do accents. She hates it so much.
Did you do like a lot of pranks growing up, the phone pranks with the different voices?
Yeah. We did so many pranks. I would say that was my first like legit acting thing, was a prank.
Yeah.
Was a prank. I had this like pizza. I was a pizza delivery guy, went up to the door, rang it, whatever, and they were like, we didn't order a pizza. And I was like, oh, you didn't order a pizza? I got a phone call from my boss. And I basically get fired on the spot, and I'm getting, it's on speakerphone. I'm getting yelled at, chewed out, and I'm like, I need to try and produce tears or like something. I need to really hit this home that I'm getting fired. And they were like, no, we're going to buy the pizza from you. It's okay. And I'm just like, no. No, I'm just going to go. And I was like, man, that was really fucked up, but that felt good. Yeah. I liked it. I liked doing that. But that was pranks. Yeah. Pranks, I say, hone the skill that I didn't know was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's a good prank, you know.
Yeah, man. Oh life.
Man. Well,
the youth.
Man, it's truly a pleasure to hear you do your thing and hear you talk about what kind of ideas that you want to formulate. So, man, like I said, you're welcome here anytime,
bro. Thank you so much.
Not even just
man.
on Mondays. Thank
you for having me.
So
man.
if you ever want to come here, I'm literally here like 24/7.
Oh yeah.
So, everybody, thank you for listening. I'm trying to cue up the outro music, but this has been the MiFi Creator Cast. I'm your host, David Benoit. We've had Joel. Well, can you see your last name again? You say it so beautifully.
Quiñones.
And then we also had
Tiffany Flint.
Oh, damn, girl.
I tried to get my name a little fancy
yeah, you
too.
know what I'm saying? Put that flavor on it.
Was that like?
I tried to roll the tongue a little bit.
Was that like Irish or Russian?
I don't know.
Tiffany friend. You know, actually, that reminded me of. You ever watched Courage the Collie Dog?
Of course.
And so like there was like the episode like that dude like who had like who hypnotized people to go buy his flan. So he's like fantasy flan.
Oh, I have not seen that episode.
You never seen that episode?
No.
Oh man, it's such a fucking weird episode.
That's so specific to flan. That's
the Mexican dessert, right?
Very.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's Puerto Rican too.
Is it Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's Spanish, I guess.
Spanish,
whatever.
yeah.
I'm not a big. Do you like flan?
I don't really care for flan too much. No.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not really a sweet tooth kind of guy.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah. But anyway, y'all. Tangents aside.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure having you guys. Please share this podcast with your friends. If you have any creative people, if you have a creative bone, please come down to MiFi. Come get interviewed. Come start your creative journey with us. Until next time, we out.